Matt's golf putting struggles? Legendary, and not in the good way. Blade putter, more like Blade Runner, always running off course. If you've been following Matt's journey through 100 rounds of golf as a beginner, you know his second-hand blade putter never quite felt right. But was it just him, or was the putter truly holding him back? Armed with TrackMan tech, lasers and alignment tools, Matt set out to uncover the truth, and it was clear change was overdue. Enter L.A.B golf putters. Will these high-tech putters live up to the hype, or do they have no place in a high-handicapper's bag? Let's find out.
I've been struggling with my blade putter since day one. It just never felt right, and deep down I'd always planned to try out a mallet-style putter. But before making the switch, I wanted to be sure it wasn't just me. To tackle my putting struggles head-on, I took a putting lesson. We pulled out all the stops. TrackMan Studio, alignment mirrors, lasers, even slow-motion footage. You name it, we used it to analyze my putting stroke and see if my trusty blade putter was actually the issue. During the session, I tested a mallet-style putter, and wow, the extra weight immediately felt more stable and solid. It made me realize my struggles with alignment and consistency weren't just in my head. A change was long overdue. That's when I decided it was time to seriously explore mallet putters and see if they could give my putting game the boost it so badly needs. As any golfer would, I went home and started searching online for the best mallet-style putters for beginners. That's when I stumbled across LAB putters. LAB stands for Lie Angle Balance, and their technology is unlike anything I've seen before. Here's how it works. LAB golf putters are designed to stay perfectly balanced at the golfer's unique lie angle. This eliminates torque during the stroke, so the putter face doesn't twist. Instead, the putter naturally stays square throughout the stroke, allowing you to focus entirely on line and speed. I watched their video, where they demonstrate the putter in a revealer, a device that swings the putter back and forth while showing how it stays perfectly square without twisting. Seeing that in action was pretty convincing. My reaction? Okay, sign me up. Now, I don't usually fall for online hype, especially when sponsorships are involved, but when I noticed that 14% of the Masters field used LAB putters, including big names like Ricky Fowler and Phil Mickelson, I couldn't help but take it seriously. Let's be honest, these pros probably don't need the money, so why would they play something that doesn't work? And just like that, I was down the rabbit hole, reading reviews, comparing models, and wondering if this high-tech putter could finally solve my putting struggles. After getting intrigued by LAB putters, the next step was figuring out if one of their models would be a good fit for me. Literally. Thankfully, LAB offers a remote fitting service that makes the whole process fast, easy, and super convenient. Here's how it works. You record a short video of your putting stroke, take a quick measurement, and send it to LAB through their website. From there, their certified fitting professionals analyze your stroke using specialized software to calculate your ideal putter length and lie angle, all without leaving your house. A few days later, I got an email with my results. Here's what they said. Hi Matt, thank you for your video. Your putter looks to be resting in a good position flat on the ground. Your suggested specs for lie angle and length are 69 degrees / 34.5 inches, which is pretty standard. Your eye line looks like it's in a great position over the ball, so I'd like to keep you at the same length as long as that feels good to you. Sounds great, right? But with such a big purchase on the line and still being on the fence, I'd never even used a LAB putter before. I knew I needed to try one in person. So I decided to take the leap and flew to my nearest LAB fitting centre. Testing these putters firsthand felt like the only way to know if they were the right fit for me. After receiving my remote fitting specs, I wanted to make sure the feel matched the numbers. So I headed to the nearest LAB golf fitting centre to test the options in person. At the fitting, I tried the Mez models, the Link, the DF2 and the DF3. Unfortunately, the new OZ one was out of stock. Each putter had its own unique feel, and it didn't take long to narrow things down. The Mez models and Link didn't quite click for me. Not bad, just not my style. The DF2 was closer, but when I tried the DF3, it felt like it was made for me. The balance and stability were exactly what I'd been looking for. I also experimented with different lie angles and weights in the DF3, adjusting it to find the perfect feel. What surprised me was how closely my remote fitting specs, which I hadn't disclosed, matched the results of my in-person fitting. It was reassuring to know both methods pointed to the same setup. With both my online and in-person fittings aligning perfectly, the decision was clear. It was time to order the LAB DF3. I opted for a right-handed, standard style, standard weight model. To keep things sleek, I went with the matte black premium steel finish. The specs? A lie angle of 69 degrees and a length of 34.5 inches. Exactly what the fittings recommended. For the grip, I chose the white pistol press 1.5, which felt the most comfortable during testing. Now all that was left to do was wait for it to arrive and put it to the test on the greens. After weeks of anticipation, my custom LAB DF3 finally arrived. The sleek matte black premium steel finish and the white pistol press 1.5 grip looked amazing, and I couldn't wait to test it out. I started with a few practice putts on my mat at home. Right away, the stability and balance stood out. The DF3 felt smooth and consistent through the stroke, just as promised. The white pistol grip was comfortable and gave me great control with the forward press. To really put it through its paces, I also went to my indoor putting green and tried some distance control putts, or lag putts. This has always been a challenge for me, but with the DF3, the consistency and feel and weight made judging distance easier. The ball rolled smoothly and stopped closer to my intended target more often than with my old putter. Next, I did a side-by-side comparison with my old ping blade putter. The differences were clear. Feel: the LAB DF3 felt much more stable thanks to its lie angle balance technology. My blade putter often felt wobbly, especially on longer putts. Consistency. With the DF3, my putts were rolling truer. The balanced design helped me focus on line and speed without worrying about twisting the face. Alignment. This was the biggest improvement. The DF3's design made lining up putts easier, which gave me a lot more confidence over the ball. To put it to the test, I tracked a few putting stats. My initial results showed fewer offline misses, tighter groupings, and better distance control with the LAB DF3 compared to the ping blade. It's early days, but I'm thrilled with the LAB DF3 so far. Honestly, it almost feels like cheating. I'll be doing a full review after more practice and rounds, but for now, here's a teaser. It's looking good, really good. Switching from my wobbly blade putter to the LAB DF3 has been a game changer. With 40 to 50% of strokes coming from the putter, investing in cutting-edge technology just makes sense. Sure, if I was buying for looks, I'd probably go for a Scotty Cameron. But for feel and performance, the LAB DF3 truly stands out. Thanks for sticking around. If you've made it this far, you know what to do. See you in the next one.